I just want to welcome everybody this week, the second week, Battle World. Oh man, what was it? Battle World what?
Update.
Okay.
Don't even know the title to his own show.
Cut that out.
If you came ready, wouldn't have to cut it out.
I'm like motherfucking DJ Quick, nigga. I stay ready. Alright, here we go. So welcome everybody to the second week, Battle World Update. This is our fantasy football league where we'll be talking about fantasy football, our fantasy football league, and we'll be going into some details about the NFL, some of the fantasy points, and we'll go over the games of the NFL of the previous week, and then we'll dive into this week's NFL. My name is Mike, aka Big Darkness. This is my son. We didn't say his name last week, but this is Michael, but it's Big Darkness and Son show. So let's go ahead and dive into it. First of all, I want to give a big ass shout out. I hate doing this to fucking Brady. That motherfucker's defense had Dallas defense. He scored like what, 59 points?
He scored, I want to say 58 points.
58 points on defense. He almost scored 200 points. So shout out to Brady's team, Bishop Sycamore. That was the #1 team in our league this week.
Can you give context of what Bishop Sycamore is? They just had a documentary on him recently, didn't they?
Yeah, Bishop Sycamore was the fake school that they had created in Cleveland. I can't remember the guy's name that created it, but they ended up having a game on ESPN against the IMG Academy and got annihilated. There was never a school. This guy was a big scam artist. But to show you how far a scammer can go, he got all these kids, like 50, 60 kids that are enrolled in the school because he was telling them it was like IMG Academy, and it ended up failing because it never started. He never had money, but he was scamming enough. He was smart enough to scam where he had football seasons, I think, from the COVID year all the way to last year.
Yeah, so Bishop thought it'd be funny to name it. Bishop Brady thought it'd be funny to name his team Bishop Sycamore, and I faced him this week, and he is a +3 favorite. So
yeah, I think that's the game of the week in our league.
I think it is.
I definitely do.
It kind of. I mean, even though he outscored the whole league by like 90 points pretty much, or like realistically 60 points or whatever from Andy Lane when close. If he loses, he's 1-1 and he could be right there in the middle of the barrel with everybody else, not with points. So we'll see how that ends up turning out with Brady in the long run. We actually, as a committee of us four for the 12 of us in the league, we all voted on adding extra points to like, so if you got a blowout, you're getting like an extra 10 points than you normally would, or 18.
I think the shutout was big.
Yeah, we added a lot of points, so and Brady got it, so that's crazy. And there was only like, we looked it up, there's only like 2 or 3 a year, so like,
they haven't had shutouts since,
yeah, they haven't,
I want to say 21 or COVID year.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So like, there's not really many a year. So if you get one, especially like even big plays, over 50, 40-yard plays,
and touchdowns.
What?
On defense.
On defense, we added points too. So there was a lot to gain right there for Brady. So shout out to Brady, and hopefully I kick your ass this week.
And also, I want a big shout out to Dean Foster. Look like you're gonna be 0-2 after this week. But you know what? You started slow before, and you came back and won championships, my friend. So hey, I want to shout out. Good luck to you. But Big Will, it's over. We already started really good with Philadelphia this week, man. You want to kind of go over that game, fantasy-wise, point-wise, the Philadelphia game?
What about it? Which one?
This past week, yeah.
You talking about with
Thursday night, last night.
Last night's game.
Yeah, last night. Yeah.
What
Let's talk about fantasy points that were.
Oh, it was pretty much Jefferson, Devontae Smith, and Swift. Yeah, that was it.
Swift had a great game, but
yeah. Oh, and Kirk Cousins was left on the bench for Will's team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had 42 points.
42 points, Will.
Yeah.
42
So that's always the thing is his quarterback's Herbert. So you know what I mean. Herbert's going against Tennessee, but that game could get nasty, and we don't know what the you know what I mean. If that's a nasty game, Herbert might not get off. You know what I mean. So who knows? But I mean, honestly, I really think San Diego's just gonna blow through those guys. Did they win or lose? They
San Diego.
Yeah.
They lost last week.
They lost, so they're gonna.
But that was a hell of a game. It was 38.
And they're gonna come out and make a prove a point. I mean, unless Derrick Henry comes and does something crazy, I don't see it happening. You know what I mean?
I think Tennessee's reign is over.
Who's your person that you pick on your team this week to do well? What's out of all the people who?
Even though I got Allen last week, I'm picking Josh Allen to come back. Because usually what he does is if he has a messed up game, the next game he has a tremendous game. And I'm expecting big things out of Josh Allen this week. The only reason I lost, because Josh Allen beat last week.
I know, man. You ain't got a shitty run.
Yeah, I did.
I'm going to go with mine, who's going to make a big difference. I want to say it's going to be a running back. I want to say Saquon Barkley. I mean, even though he had a shitty game, they play Arizona. I think he's going to get like 20, 30 points, like easy.
I think he can go over 100. I predict if he stays healthy in the game, 120 yards, 2 TDs.
I think that's very possible. I mean, because the thing is, Daniel Jones throws it to him. You saw it in the game.
Right.
Like, he does everything. So it's just like he's gonna get the touches. So
he's a McCaffrey for them.
Yeah. And I got McCaffrey again.
He's a bell cow. He's definitely a bell cow,
baby. Tyson. So would you want to go into the football games?
Well, I just want to say last week.
Oh yeah, I got Nakua.
The surprise of last week. Let's talk about
Nakua. I picked him up, but now he's questionable.
I think he'll play. He'll play.
Yeah. But I kind of sat him instead of putting, because Lockett's going against Detroit. I'm guessing that's just going to be a shootout. I could be totally wrong. Who knows what Seattle's going to look like? I mean, I got Lockett and Geno, and he didn't really get any touches or any passes, but hopefully Detroit opens up a little bit and Lockett makes a real debut game.
And the thing is, you can't really be too sure.
I was with Sky Moore, nigga. I said, fuck it. I dropped that.
I think Sky Moore's gonna have a good week this week.
Yeah, he might.
I got money on Sky Moore and some of my fans.
I did too, but I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna pick up Nakua and fucking roll with that shit.
I think, he's either gonna have a real good game or it's gonna prove that, hey, last week they didn't think he was that good of a player, and when they had no scouting report on him. But he plays in the slot. He can get a lot of touches. Van Jefferson still dropping passes. Tutu Atwell though, finally getting his shot with the Rams. Finally getting a shot. Also want to say, I want to apologize to all the people that I said that the Giants was gonna beat Dallas.
I know, bro. I
smoking.
There was another fucking game. I picked the Raiders, right? And then you picked the Broncos. I won almost everything we picked.
I picked the Saints. The Saints won. I went 11 and 5 on one of the NFL thing bets that I did.
I'm talking about here, nigga.
Yeah. The only team I really blew it on was the Giants.
Yeah, and I picked the Cowboys.
They got smoked. I didn't think the Cowboys probably would have won, but I didn't think it was going to win like that, man. That was embarrassing. It was a total loss. And this week, the Jets, what do you think?
Against the Cowboys?
Yeah, I'm just saying, losing Aaron Rodgers in the first 4 plays, what do you think?
I mean,
is their season done?
I mean, their Super Bowl chances
are they a playoff team?
I think that defense and that, we were talking about this earlier, and I was just like, I think that I know the AFC's tough, I know that division's tough, but he still believes in the Bills, which I kind of like shaky on.
They're getting to the playoffs.
I don't think it's a guarantee because Miami showed that they're a team.
Okay, who else?
They're a team.
Bills will get Bills.
Look at the Dolphins and they fucking stack up.
Yeah, they barely won last week. And then they scored 40 points.
Man, so
they got no defense.
Yeah, they can score a lot of points.
Okay.
And they can score points when they need them.
Okay. See, Fat Ass 2 can do it again this week.
Wow.
Anyway,
best quarterback in the league that week. Just saying.
Okay,
Fat Ass 2.
Good for him. All right, let's go over some of these games this week. 49ers Rams.
I mean, my heart is telling me Rams because I'm a Rams fan, but my fantasy is telling me I got literally. let's name them off, guys.
Should have named your fantasy team the 49ers.
I got Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, 49ers defense, and I picked up Moody on waivers, bro.
So that shows you he's a fucking traitor.
Nah, bro, I just believe in the San Francisco's points, bro.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? That's just gonna get spread around. Even in a close game, all those guys can still get points. So.
Yeah, you true. You right. And I agree with you. I'm a diehard Ram fan. You know what? I'm still gonna pick the Rams. Fuck it. I love my team.
Yeah.
I die hard. Rams, let's go, baby. Prove everybody wrong this week.
Yeah.
Raiders, Bills. Ooh. Bills.
Both need to make a comeback. Raiders won against the Broncos, so they're 1-0.
Bills gonna kill them. They're gonna run all over them. Watch.
We'll see.
Their
I don't know.
defense.
Maybe we'll see Garoppolo get a little warmed up.
Nah. Ravens, Bengals.
I'm going Ravens because that's my team I'm picking. Because I remember what I said.
Right. That's your team. Your Super Bowl. That's your comp.
Or at least for
The
AFC.
championship, right?
Because I'm almost wanting to switch it up and go Miami. I think it's going to be Dolphins. I
don't think Miami will last. I don't think their defense is not good enough to go all
I think it is.
Okay.
I think
we'll see. We can agree to disagree. I don't have a problem.
You didn't watch last week. I did.
I don't have a problem with that.
He wanted to go out of town. I watch football. Know why? Because I'm a real fan.
Okay. Chiefs. We talked about Chiefs Jaguars. I'm pick the Bengals to come back this week.
I'm picking Baltimore, baby.
All right, Chiefs Jaguars. That's a good game right there.
I'm going
That's
Chiefs.
an early morning game too.
I'm going Chiefs.
I'm going with the Jags. I like the Jags.
I like the Jags too. I was wanting to pick up that wide receiver that went off real well.
Try again later. If you can
Man, your voice is so loud.
Anyway, I'm picking the Jags because what's his name? The tight end's gonna play. Kelsey said he might play. So if Kelsey play, they don't have
Kelsey.
They don't have no wide receiver continuity on that team, and you got to have wide receivers to play in this league, and he has none that he can depend on right now.
I thought you said something with Sky Moore.
But he's a rookie, man. So still, you know what? You got to develop some continuity, man. As a receiver, I'm a former receiver. I know. I might not look like a receiver.
You think I'm bigger than Sky Moore?
No.
I think I'm bigger than Sky
No, I
Moore.
don't think so. Anyway, I'm taking the Jags.
I'm bigger than you right now.
Okay, we're getting off topic here, but anyway, Chargers and the Titans.
Chargers, Titans?
Chargers, Titans.
Oh, we're going Chargers all day.
Chargers. Packers, Falcons.
I'm going Packers. Packers my
Think so?
sleeper team. I think Packers are going to be a sleeper team. They're going to playoffs.
Oh, you heard it first here.
Packers are going to playoffs.
My son said the Packers, Jordan Love is going to take them to the playoffs.
Wild card.
Okay, we'll see.
The curse of the Green Bay quarterback. Everyone that gets a break gets a little break in, little grow up.
Falcons look good if they can run the ball like they did last
I'm
week.
not saying they don't, but
I'm just saying, excuse me. The Falcons can run the ball like they did last week. Love's going to put up some points.
I believe he can.
Okay, we'll
And you
see.
got Aaron Jones and Dylan there.
Here's a good one. Seahawks and the Lions.
I'm really picking. I'm gonna go Geno Smith. No, I'm going. You go ahead. Geno Smith. I think you got Metcalf, Lockett. I think they're gonna go in and there. Detroit fucks it up.
No, they're not. Detroit's not fucking it up this year. Geno Smith is a fluke. I said it. Geno, come hit me in the jaw. See how that works for you, partner. No respect. I have no respect for Geno Smith. Sorry.
I don't either, but I think he can.
Nah, he ain't gonna do it. He just had a contract year. He was on a team that needed a quarterback.
Shout out Golf,
And
though.
he panned out.
Miss you, Golf.
There you go. Not too much. We got Super Bowl, but anyway.
Yeah.
Colts, Texans.
I'm going Colts. Anyone against Houston, I'm picking the other. I'm never gonna pick Houston.
Yeah, I'm going with the Colts. I think they get their first win. I like their rookie quarterback. so
They
it's
didn't
pretty
do
good.
terrible. They're not.
No, he did good. He did good. Bears, Buccaneers.
Bucks.
Yeah, Bucks. Fields, man, he just hasn't impressed me yet.
Unless they're playing in Chicago.
They're playing early, so it must be.
If it's cold in Chicago, I give it to Chicago.
That's not even cold yet.
It's been raining and
It
shit.
ain't cold. Giants and the Cardinals.
Giants.
Kill them.
Those are the
It's
two
gonna
worst
be-
teams.
Hey,
Houston,
they're gonna kill. Giants are gonna kill this week because they have something to prove. If they don't, their coach is gonna be hot.
Oh, he was fired.
He gonna be hot. No, he won't get fired. He gonna be hot. Jets, Cowboys. Woohoo.
I'm going Cowboys.
Cowboys. I just don't think I think the Jets were playing on emotion after Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
When I looked at their quarterback and I look at the way he reads defenses, that ain't gonna happen. They're right back to where they were last year. They're even better defensively, but yet, hey, and they have more weapons. They just don't have a quarterback now. Not Aaron Rodgers. And I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan. I'm just saying the quarterback that they had, obviously, he was a first round pick. He hasn't panned out, and he still hasn't panned out. Commanders, Broncos.
Commanders.
Think so? Commanders.
Commander.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Did
Broncos.
you see them last week? Who'd they play last week?
I'm gonna go Broncos.
They played. They won. They played Arizona.
Right, they want to know.
And they had a decent
Arizona, but that's Arizona though.
No, you're totally right. But when I watched the game, when I was watching the game back, they just showed a lot of good. Offensively, they had a few spurts or whatever, but defensively throughout.
Oh, they got a great defense. They got a good defense.
It stayed. Like when you watch it, when you watch it back throughout every possession of Arizona, you saw the defense of Washington just do very well.
Well, Washington has a good defense, but
Very
you know what?
consistent.
When you can't score points on offense, your defense gets.
But I'm giving-
your defense gets tired eventually against a decent team. So we'll see. You'll see. I'm picking Broncos. You want to go with the Commanders? Go fine. Dolphins, Patriots.
Dolphins.
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Well, depends on what it comes. I don't know. My Dolphins never can.
They can play them on the move.
No, the Dolphins rarely have ever beat Miami. I mean, the Patriots,
England.
and New England. If it's in Miami, even when Brady was there, Miami will beat them. But when they go to, something happens to them when they go to New England. And you know what? The Patriots really didn't play that bad.
They played awesome, but I still don't
They
think
played it better.
I think fucking Dolphins are one of the best teams.
All right, Monday night game: Saints, Panthers.
I'm going Saints. But Panthers actually looked pretty good in their debut game too.
I'm gonna go Saints. I'm a believer in the Saints because
They're a decent team.
their quarterback. I picked them to win last week. They got a quarterback now. They have weapons on offense, and their defense is not bad. They got good coaches, so I'm staying with the Saints right now. I like their squad. I like what they're doing, but you know what? I like the Panthers too. I like they're up and coming. They got some nice players. We'll see. Any other predictions, man? Major predictions going into this our second week. I know Will's trembling. I know Will, Thrill Will, Big Will, little bro. I got you.
I really think I'll get the upset on Brady this week.
You think so?
I think because if 49ers, like I said, I think that Rams game is going to be I don't think it's going to be like a no point game for fantasy, that game. I think both people are going to let people score. Even though I think 49ers, even though I have their defense, I think Matt Stafford can get a couple touchdowns on them and even it out, but I definitely think he's going to give up some turnovers too, you know? So
True.
I definitely think there's going to be room for opportunity there for me to get points on Brady. And if Saquon Barkley, I think it's at least
And
20
this
points.
is why I'm gonna ride with you, not because you're my son, but based on fantasy. Brady, your quarterback is gonna turn the ball over. The Jets have that good enough defense where they're gonna make you turn the ball over. You won't be able to run on them at first. You're gonna try to throw the ball, and that's gonna be your big mistake.
Yeah, it's Dak.
That's gonna be your mistake. Stay with your running game, Dallas. Stay with your running game.
He has Pollard.
No matter what. Stay with your. Not just because I got Pollard. Stay with your running game because if you don't, and Dak Prescott throw, Jets has probably they're the number one. They're in the top 3 defenses in the league. There's no doubt about it. So even though they don't have a quarterback, they'll be putting pressure on Dak Prescott's ass, even though they got one of the best lines. But anyway, that's our second week. Big Mike, aka Big Darkness, my son, Michael. This is Battle World Update. We'll be doing this for the next, 17 weeks?
I mean,
15, 16, 17 weeks, football, whatever it is. If you got any questions, DM us at Big Darkness 59
on Instagram.
on Instagram. And
Any fan questions? Help us get it. Maybe even if you got a better name to give this program. Any ideas and questions? Maybe even naming some segments. I want to do a segment on big, because you're big darkness. You know what I'm saying? We could go big games and big players. You know, big playmakers.
Big
So
playmakers.
we would be like big darkness's picks for big players and big games. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah. At least someone's trying. But anyway,
But anyway, I just want to say I love you. Stay blessed. Keep working out. House of Darkness, baby. Oops, watch out. House of Darkness. We're here. If you need personal training, we got you. Deuces.